I'm sure everyone does, but I remember the day I got my mission call very clearly, and I wanted to go, wanted to learn a tough language and get into a new culture. I remember praying to God, God, I'm fine going anywhere. I'm happy to go English speaking, but if it be thy will, could I learn a new language, go to a new culture or whatever? And so when I received, my family has lived internationally a fair amount, but I had never been to Japan, didn't know a word of Japanese. So when I received my mission call to Japan, I was very happy and also quite surprised because my family had traveled extensively and I had never been to Asia and didn't know anything about Japan. And one of the things I heard, a word of advice my brother gave me before I left on my mission was to pray and find out what that call meant, why I was supposed to go to Japan, or just get a confirmation that this really was a call from God to sort of help strengthen me through the mission. And I started to pray for that. And just a few days before I left for my mission, I had an opportunity to meet Elder Yamashita, who's one of two Japanese members in the 70 right now. And he then gave a talk at General Conference, which was just 2 days before I entered the MTC, or it was the weekend before I entered the MTC on Wednesday. And that's when I really felt like, okay, well, I know there's a reason, don't really know why, but I'm excited to find out why I'm going to Japan. And so one of the questions I had on my mission was like, well, why am I in Sapporo? And just the more I spent my time in the mission, I felt that more and more I was getting that answer in terms of people I was able to help and also lessons that I was learning. And so I mentioned the respect for the ancestors that the Japanese people had. But I felt like that was one of the things that I was supposed to learn by coming to Hokkaido, is that I had never really had much interest in doing family history work or that aspect of the gospel before I came on my mission, where I saw it in action, that so many people lived this and that it had a really good impact on them. And I think that that was one of the reasons I came. Other reasons, I felt like that was answered by specific companions that I was able to help or be helped by, and also specific people that I felt like I had a strong connection with, like we were kindred spirits. And then I was able to teach them, and I felt that I was uniquely prepared to teach them for a variety of ways, and that was why I was called to Sapporo, Japan. So it was really fun for me to have that question in the back of my mind. Why did I get transferred to this area? Why am I here right now? Why am I in Japan? Why did God want me to go here and not to Europe, where I spent some time growing up and a lot of my family has gone? And it was really fun to sort of figure out those questions as I went along.